All right, welcome back to the Fireside Cup Day 2. This is the highest quality TF2 we have seen in a long time. Coming up is GlobalClan versus Leica G6. Leica G6 is hot off their recent win versus Froyotech, the Banny team, the team everyone knows and really considers the team that usually wins. So very impressive that G6 did that. Their opponent is GlobalClan, who unfortunately has to play against them. GlobalClan placed third in Invite last season. Joining me on production is Antlers, and on the mic is TC Mono. How are we doing today?
Doing fantastic, honestly. I completely agree with everything you said last night. We had some amazing matches, like a G6 versus fryotek, and then also, like you said, the two global clans going up against each other. Both of them ended up in ties. The fryotek versus G6 one was a little bit closer. The two global clan games were 5-0 rolls for each team, respectively. But still, at the end of the day, when you look at the scoreboard, it is going to be a tie. So, for after the first night of this Fireside tournament, each team doesn't have a win, nor do they have a loss. It is just a tie around the board. So even playing field still. But after tonight, I think we are going to solidify the top teams from the lower ones. Of course, all of these are kind of top invite teams that are looking to play the season, looking to try and make their way over towards the RJL LAN, which awaits them at the end of the upcoming season. But before that, they got to finish the season, and before that, they have to place in this Fireside Cup. It's going to be an exciting game, like a G6 versus Global Clan, and I don't know if you want to talk about it, Delta, but we do have some people to thank for putting on this Fireside Cup.
Yes, we do. This cup would not have been possible without Manco Store, manco.store, the premier TF2 marketplace for buying and selling items with real cash. Type !Manco Store and use our affiliate link to support both us and Manco Store when you buy TF2 items on Manco Store. Thanks again to them. And as you mentioned, TC, the ties going all the way across the board were super interesting, especially with the way they happened. On the Froyo G6 one, like the games were pretty low scoring. I think maybe a 2-3 and like a 2-1. But on the other side, Global Clan versus Global Clan Ice, both teams 5-0'd and 4-0'd each other. And that's how that tie happened.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It is a very different ways of getting towards the same destination, but because of it, it is going to be an equal playing field. However, I think I'm not too out of my lane for saying I think we both assume that Leica G6 are the stronger team, regardless coming in here. They are the LAN defending champs. Global Clan, they have played, I think they played last season. This team, this core combo has been around now. I think they were at the last Philly Resup LAN, and they placed well there as well. So, they do have a bit of experience together, but still, this is like a G6. We've seen what they can do. And on our first map of Snakewater here, I think it would be very odd for them not to walk out as the victors over the course of these next two maps. As I guess we can just quickly run down the rosters for you of like a G6, just in case you didn't know. But returning, it is going to be Caps in bot mode are going to be the scouts. You have got Soapy Meister and Kobe 1920 as the soldiers, and then Logan on demo, and then finally Lolguy as medic. Then on the other side of things, on Global Clan, your scouts are going to be Yum Yum and Scratch Yum Yum of Froyotech fame. Grape Juice and Quacks are going to be the soldiers. Piniferous is going to be the demo. And then Hannah is going to be on Medic. This team been around for a little bit, so just got to wait and see what they're able to pull out. I think most of them were kind of together a little bit as the sisters at Philly Lane, and then they played together over this past season. So they do have a bit of experience with each other. Still, though, like a G6 are going to be the favorites over the course of these next two maps. It's going to be Snakewater and Gully Wash. So starting off on Snakewater, I'm interested to hear your thoughts, Delta Market, on kind of on these two teams. Oh, Never mind. It is just me for the moment. Hopefully, Delta Market can get dragged back in by someone somewhere. Yes, Delta Market is back. It is great to have you back with us as we are just waiting on Global Clan to get everything readied up. Just waiting on them. Everyone on Like G6 is in the server, but I just ran down the rosters for the people at home and said that Like G6 are the favorites for this game. What are your kind of thoughts on these two teams?
Yeah, I do have to agree with that. When you look at G6, a lot of their players have won multiple events. I believe there was a LAN maybe less than a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, where G6 beat Froyotech, and that was Froyotech on a strong roster too. And if any time that happens, it's kind of like a memorial in the TFU history because it doesn't happen that often. So it's notable that this G6 team is arguably one of the best teams of all time. And going against them, Global Clan, good team, got third, but you have to wonder. Um, they're definitely the underdogs, I would say.
I would 100% agree with that. And we're going to have to see if maybe the underdogs can pull something out as we're going to be going live in the Fireside Cup tournament, like a G6 versus Global Clan, as I'm going to be following Logan on the rollout right now. He's going to be spamming some stickies across, is going to be meeting Piniferous over on that right lane, and now he's going to meet up with the rest of his team. A little bit of early high ground control for bot mode. Now going to circle back to his team, get some heals, and get topped up as we do see the soldiers bombing in from Global Clan. They do collapse in. Grape Juice is going to go down. Quacks goes down. They don't find their target, which was Lolgai. He's safe and secure all the way in lower, and now they have expended 3. They did not get their man. They did get 2. Caps and Soapy Meister did go down, but it's going to be very difficult for Global Clan to try and stay in here. But Yum Yum getting a cheeky pick onto bot mode, and they might start and try and refight this Delta Market.
Yeah, they are. They're in through Catwalk, and look at that. Kobe 1920's down. I think this mid is completely turned around. Look at this. Jumping forward is the demo man. So aggressive. Sin Karma finding Logan, helping isolate that. Of course, Yum Yum got the frag, but I think Sin Karma is the one who kind of got that space and allowed that to happen. And now, yeah, they're going to be going all the way through lower already. See High Bomb coming off by this soldier landing on bats. I have to wonder what Lolgai's plan is. Maybe it's to Uber. They're all the way back on bridge, and it looks like they're fighting that soldier who was all the way back on bats and taking an exchanging grass. Trade happened on the roamers. Yeah, look at that. It's even numbers, and Global Clan, they have to run away.
Yeah, Global Clan, they're backing up into yard, and now the respawners from like a G6 are coming in. Kobe, fairly weak, is going to have to jump back to safety, but luckily for him, everyone else on Global Clan have gotten back out. Both medics did survive. They did use Uber there, but it is going to be even basically around the board. Now we are going to see both teams settle in for a stalemate. Logan just going to be trapping off Saw, hopefully trying to get a little pick over there. And now the pressure is going to be on Global Clan to try and figure out how they want to sack in. They're just going to be trying to work all the angles, see where like a G6 have kind of a not crossed their T's and dotted their I's, so they can maybe get a sack onto the medic or get a kill onto a flank player and generate some momentum off of there. For now, they're just peeking lower. I decide to rotate over towards Saw, and this is really where you can see kind of a creativeness of teams. It's in moments like these where, sure, you can just send a single sack, but sometimes you can go for a 2-man, as we are going to see Global Clan try and do right now. Unfortunately for them, their 2-man doesn't get anything of note, and we can expect Delta Market, like a G6, to try and push into mid.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing through the Saw door, right through that big door. In is the combo scout. Caps taking an Uber exchange on the point, and look at this, it's about even for both, but with Soapy going down, actually Global Clan might have a chance to try something here, but no, look at that. Pocket scout down, that is Scratch. Global Clan still staying around in lower, but without that combo scout, I think it's going to be a little difficult for them, and so they decide to just back up, take this scrappy situation, and they've ended up now on the defensive for the first time this game.
They are on the defensive. Looks like a G6 want to try and pressure a little bit, but Lolgai, he goes down fairly weak. Luckily for him, there's a pack right there as they still try and pressure in through lower. Unfortunately for them, they don't get any space, so they are going to have to back up. Really great job from Global Clan to just defend there, make sure all the doorways were locked out, use those choke points to their advantage, and give Leica G6 a hard time at busting into second now. Leica G6 have to try and do the exact same thing that GlobalClan were trying to do only a few seconds ago, try and sack in on to Snakewater's second. Are they just going to go for a single sack from Soapy Meister, or maybe a double, maybe send bot mode in through lower, and hopefully he can try and do something from behind? But seems like they are getting a lot of presence in lower, and maybe this is going to be an opportunity for someone else to come in, as Yum Yum, he goes down, Grape Juice goes down, and seems like they don't even need to go for a sack. The sack is from the enemy team. Scratch goes down as well. He had a great surf, but that's not going to allow him to live, and there's only going to be 2 people left alive on GlobalClan.
Yeah, Hannah is going to have to use that Uber, but unfortunately they drop everyone in themselves. That's an absolute disaster for the side of GlobalClan. Soldiers coming in, jumping over, but there's nothing they can do. It looked like on second they just collapsed. Hannah probably didn't want to use the Uber. The team didn't want to use the Uber, but in the end, it cost them the round.
Did cost them the round. I mean, that was so tragic for Hannah. That's one of the worst situations as a medic. You don't use your Uber, you drop everyone, and then the Uber just turns out to be terrible in the first place. And even there, that was even worse because they dropped the Uber. So unfortunate for GlobalClan at that moment. Hopefully that didn't affect their mental too much, as there's still a lot of TF2 left, and if they can get back into it, they definitely have an opportunity at getting some rounds off of Leica G6, as we're in the second mid-fight right now. It is going to be an early death for GlobalClan. Yum Yum dives over in kitchen. We do see a big bomb from Soapy, going to be followed up by Kobe, and he is going to go down, not before getting off a lot of damage on to the 2 scouts of GlobalClan. We do see one of the soldiers from GlobalClan bombing in. Oh my god, it just gets piped out of the sky by Logan. He tried to go onto Logai, but Logan doing well to protect his medic, and both medics do stay alive, but with the player ad in the favor of Leica G6, they capture up mid, and they're probably going to capture up second as well.
Yeah, they are going to take second. Already the flank scout has finished the cap, and with Yum Yum and Grape Juice down, that is the flank down for GlobalClan. They can't do anything here. Fortunately for them, they have enough space to where they can kind of hold the doors and build a gun in time. You're not going to see G6 able to instantly spam down the gun like if they were down 3, so maybe they'll have a good chance here to put up a hold. As we know, there's only one off class in this cup, the Engineer class. Definitely the decision GlobalClan's going with. If that goes down, it's going to be a problem for them, and it does. Look at this. We see the soldier bombing onto top right, and the force comes out. Scout ran through lower. How did that scout just get in? I think that was bot mode. And look at this. Kobe did find a frag onto Grape Juice. Gun down for like the 3rd time here. G6 is just through the top left area, taking all of this ground, spamming from this high ground. There's a heavy up now. Putis with the minigun. I'm not sure anything on G6 is going to be able to deal with that. Fortunately, somehow GlobalClan did get the force off during that.
Yeah, really great stuff from GlobalClan to get the force out and not lose anyone else in that process, because once bot mode got that force, it seemed like it was all over for GlobalClan, but they managed to stabilize, and we do have a sniper out on the field. It is going to be bot mode making his way into lobby to try and work some angles, but unfortunately for him, he gets just 2 rocketed down and lower. Great stuff from Grape Juice to secure that for his team, and now they can try and go for a counter sack of their own. They're peeking in through lower, but it seems like they've already been spotted. Soapy Meister with eyes on that very, very narrow doorway, but unfortunately no one is there to protect Logan as he goes down. That's going to be a demo down for Leica G6, meaning that these doorways don't have any stickies blocking them, and they can walk in a lot more freer, and they don't have to worry about someone instantly blowing up, as they are going to do so. The rest of Leica G6 are back in yard, but bot mode, he comes back up on sniper. He hits a headshot onto Hannah. That's going to be a drop, and second one in this game, and now the Uber comes out from Leica G6, and just to save their players, they solidify on second, and now with the player ad, they can definitely move on to last if they want to.
And that's exactly what they're doing. I believe it's going to be the top left door again. This G6 team, who cares about Shutter? We're going top left. It's a family push. Everyone's through this doorway. Soldier got air shot. Soapy Meister down. High bombing Soldier is Kobe 1920 just fading away. I think this push has all gone wrong, but look at that bot mode finding a snipe onto Yum Yum. It looks like there might be some activities remaining here. Everyone, though, finally has to leave due to that great bomb by Quacks, but actually, as I say that, somehow Kobe 1920 finds a frag on the GlobalClan roamer Grape Juice, and look at this, everyone's in through top left, both scouts running it down. Kobe 1920 running onto the left, finds a two rocket onto Yum Yum. Quacks down as well. I think this push has gone really well for G6. They have to kind of close it out, and here's the Uber to try to do so. Karma caught on point, gonna be going down, and look at that, that's a round.
That is going to be another round for Leica G6. It was a very admirable attempt from Grape Juice. He wrapped around through lower and he got the pick on the bot mode, and he was buying his time a little bit of team by kind of being in behind, and it caused Leica G6 to split their attention. But unfortunately for him, he just got killed a bit too quickly there, and Leica G6 had the Uber advantage and used that to their advantage, and it got a second round on the board as we head into our third mid.
Yeah, I see Kobe 1920 already on right. Looks like he's going to be doing a funny little bomb into kitchen. Took a lot of damage. Oh, he's doing the fast, the European mid. Quick wraparound into lower. And yeah, as you were mentioning, Lolguy did go down. That was a crazy play by Sin Karma, I believe. And look at that. This flank by Kobe 1920 does wonders. Hannah down. Everyone else for G6 kind of crumbling, although it is even player counts as I say that. And in fact, Scout class advantage is real. Caps found a frag, but somehow Grape Juice killed a scout. What a great job there. Now it's Demo v Soldier. Grape Juice jumping in, gets that frag. Soldier. Grape Juice. Yeah, look at that kill streak. 4K.
Yeah, he definitely popped off that mid. Shoutouts to Grape Juice, and also shoutouts to Peniferous for getting those very nice kills onto the core combo. Quax is going to get little cheeky one on the bot mode. I guess bot mode didn't realize that there was a soldier over at Catwalk, and he just waddled through Saw and got out a unsuspecting bot mode. Unfortunate for bot mode, but very fortunate for GlobalClan, because that means that they have a big advantage to try and work with onto second. They're already peeking lower. We do see a nice big bomb from Quax. He's going to fade away over onto the bridge and now fade away over towards Saw. Oh my god, that was a nice upward direct onto Soapy Meister as well. They're going to get 3 for their troubles. 3 players on Leica G6 down. That's half of them. Logan might fall as well. He's stuck over on battlements, and that's going to be another fallen Leica G6 member. They capture up second. This could be a round on the board for GlobalClan here.
Yeah, already in 2v2 Scout MGE. Uber's trading out. Maybe that MGE Cup helping out bot mode as he finds that frag onto Yum Yum. It absolutely did. Look at that. I think that's a good defense. We're G6 now.
That is a really, really great defense for Leica G6, because they were down players there. It was a, in transition, they didn't have a solid last defense set up, and those are kind of the times where you just need to rely on your DM and your kind of team chemistry to help you through those moments, and it works out well for them there. We do have 2 snipers out on the field. It shouldn't be surprising to hear either of their names, Bot Mode and Yum Yum. Both of them very, very good at sniper, kind of well known as the people to off-class onto it in these stalemate scenarios, and we're gonna have to see who wins the SBS. Last time Bot Mode, unfortunately, was taken down a bit too quickly and lower, but Yum Yum doesn't meet the same fate. He gets a nice shot off onto Soapy Meister. That might open things up for GlobalClans. We do see Quax. He bombs in. He goes in sky high. He's not gonna find enough damage to get the force, but luckily his soldier buddy does instead. That is Lolguy having to use there in lower. However, Leica G6 are taking this Uber in super deep. They get the counter force. That is extremely impressive. They only have to lose 1 for it, and that one is a very late death in bot mode, and because of it, I don't think GlobalClan can do anything with it. They're stuck on second yet again, Delta Market.
Yeah, even though both scouts are down, maybe they can try something while the scouts are down, but no, Caps is already up. As you said, that late Uber just worked wonders for the side of GlobalClan, and look at this, jumping in. They're so aggressive off of those picks earlier. They were just respawning, but it's going to be absolute punishment for GlobalClan. They went for it. They went for it. You can't fault them for it, but guess what? They're down 4, and their medic might be caught. Running away is Scratch in lower. High Bomb coming out for the side of Soapy Meister and Kobe 1920. They are trying to catch this medic. Hannah down to 50 health. I think Scratch might be falling. No, they actually managed to get away just in time.
They do manage to get away just in the nick of time, and they do have to wait a little bit for their respawners, but Peniferous is already here. Yum Yum down and lower in a 1v1 with bot mode, fairly weak, and gonna have to back up into the rocket of Kobe, and that means there's gonna be a player down on GlobalClan. Their hold was already looking very precarious, but seems like they want to try and take it into their own hands. Scratch is gonna be going in with the Uber. He is maybe gonna get the counter force out. No, he doesn't get the counter force out. There's gonna be no use on Leica G6. They drop Kobe, but it doesn't even matter. They still have a big Uber advantage to work with here, and this is very, very dire for GlobalClan. They're down players, they're down Uber advantage, and they're backing up onto their second. Leica G6 can press the advantage here as they're walking in through lower.
They are all the way in lower with their full ad. I think there's going to be a force attempt. Probably Quacks. I'm on his cam, but no, Grape Juice is down. GlobalClan is pushing the flank, but everyone for Global G6 is already in. I'm not sure if this flank play is going to be effective. Soldier fighting in Saw, but now it's a 2v2 kind of. It's split up. But Sin Karma finds a frag onto Logan. I don't know how that happened. There's still a scrappy fight in the backlines, but I think this has all gone wrong by G6. Look at that drop. Sin Karma just piped Iron Bomber. Who needs to lock and load, apparently?
That was actually insane. Really, really great stuff from Paniferous to get that drop onto Lolgai. Lolgai was doing so well, milking that entire time. He had that Uber when his team walked in onto mid so many moments ago, and it seemed like it was going to be the success for Like a G6, but unfortunately dropping there means that it gives an opportunity for GlobalClan to try and come back in onto this mid, but even though they have that opportunity, doesn't mean they're going to be able to execute on it. They're going to use this Uber to try and see if they can catch out anyone on Like a G6. They go in super deep into Saw. They do get two for their troubles. Both soldiers are going to be down on Like a G6. Bot mode is still lurking in lower. He is going to be found out by one of his soldiers. That is going to be Quacks jumping in onto him. They do get the drop onto him. They also get the drop on to Lolgai. Hannah dies as well, so both medics down for the count right now. It is going to be GlobalClan. They're going to have to regroup on mid. They don't have a medic, and they still don't have mid just quite yet, so the respawners are going to be quicker for Like a G6, as you do see everyone spawns up in that forward spawn, so not as bad for Like a G6 as it maybe could have been, but they are still on the back foot. It looks like they're going to try and reverse that Delta.
They are, as they're pushing in through the lower doorway. They already found a frag onto Yum Yum, but somehow Caps has also gone down as well. Demo Logan just spamming pills up top, and Kobe 1920 finds the combo scout, but look at the soldier bomb by Quacks. Oh my gosh, so much damage onto Lolgai. That's crazy. But I think GlobalClan is going to have to run away. They have a back cap going on. I'm not sure what's happening there. It's chaos everywhere, apparently, as Hannah finds a frag onto Kobe 1920. I'm not sure how that's even allowed to happen, but I guess Kobe 1920 looked at the spawn situation and said, hey, now's a good time to sack if it's going to equalize anyway, which it is now.
That is very true. You know, that type of aggressive sack while things are still a little bit in transition. So, you know, fairly good from Kobe. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't net his team any advantage, but they're not going to be too concerned about that. They're still going to be up 2 rounds in the first part of this map. We've kind of reached the halfway point, and we do have continuous overtime if we make it there, assuming that no team gets the 5 rounds before then. But for the moment, it might stalemate out a little bit, making that more likely of a reality, as it's going to be, once again, on Like a G6 to try and do something. We do have Kobe's taunting in Saw to maybe try and see if we can get some intel. There is going to be a scout in behind. It is going to be bot mode. He gets a pick off onto Quacks. He waits for an air, but unfortunately because of that, he does die to the soldier wrapping around behind. And now with 2 picks, GlobalClan might have an opportunity to try and shove this Saw.
Yeah, as you said, they are trying to shut down the Saw as 3 people have gone down. Look at that, another kill. I think that's Hannah's 2nd arrow kill this game. Logan and Kobe 1920 both have fallen to that bow. We'll have to keep an eye on that. G6 all the way in. Looks like they're trying to bully the way out. I think Scratch has done a good job, but he finds a rocket from these soldiers on high ground and soldier in kitchen, and this might have absolutely destroyed the push attempt. Everyone has to run away for GlobalClan, and that's just going to be back to the 2nd point for the GlobalClan team. But look at this aggression, it's still happening.
It is still happening. Oh my god, the soldiers meet in mid-air. Soapy Meister tried to jump out through window, but unfortunately for him, he gets body blocked by one of his soldiers. Speaking of which, they're all super weak on GlobalClan, and I think they might all go down because of it. 2 do go down, another super weak, but the Uber is getting forced out, and it really isn't getting that much. Scratch is going to have to run away, disconnected from his medic, and you see Like a G6 still have their Uber in force, and it looks like they are going to be able to use it onto last. They do come in, they bomb in their demo super deep. Logan goes in so deep, he gets in it, he connects a really nice pill onto the escaping scout into the forge, but they're not really getting too many picks with this Delta, and this might be a beef push for Like a G6. Oh my god, the rockets from Grape Juice.
Yeah, beef, you know, sometimes I feel like it's too early to bring that word out. I think it was warranted here. That was a beefed push. I mean, it was a complete wipe. GlobalClan has a chance not only to take 2nd, but to take mid off of that, and think they're yeah, they did get the deny, so they're probably just gonna go straight in. There were some sticky traps put up by Logan. If you look, there's some on the little log up there. Hopefully no one goes down to that, but actually G6 is fighting this, and look at this, Logan killed Yum Yum with a trap. That's insane. How is that allowed? And I think GlobalClan, the Scratch is caught as well. I think GlobalClan has to run. No scouts. What can you do without scouts?
Yeah, it does make it a lot harder when you don't have that nice scout speed to escort your medic out of very tricky, dangerous scenarios. And they're going to have to do their best to make do without them. They do have one slowly arriving, or quickly arriving, actually. It is a scout after all. It is going to be Yum Yum. But we might have an off-class battle out here. We do. It is going to be Scrouch. He's exited. Yeah, he has exited spawn on Spy, and that might be to counter bot mode, who is up on Sniper. Ideally, Scratch should have checked it, so they should know that bot mode is on Sniper. Hannah playing fairly safe, kind of in a position that's very hard to get sniped at from, but it might be a little bit susceptible to a soldier bomb if Leica G6 still opt to do that. So it is going to be a question of which off-class works first. We do see Vastai. He goes in, he gets the backstab. Really great stuff from Scratch. Not going to be able to live, but he got his man. That's going to be a drop from Lolguy. Hannah had to, and now slowly trying to even things out. Scratch with a drop onto Lolguy.
Yeah, as you said, Lolguy down, GlobalClan trying to push through the saw. There's traps above the door. Someone has to look at those, please. Okay, they're spotted. There's also traps above Catwalk. Sniper's also looking at Catwalk. No one should go through Catwalk or they're going to explode. Soldier bomb through the big door. But look at this. Somehow Logan just has sticks up. Kobe 1920 does go down. There was some chaos in the backlines, but this seems a little discoordinated. Look at this scout. They're just in alone. Scout down, flank down, grape juice down. Scratch is taking a solo Uber. Actually, Paniferous is here. It's not a solo Uber, but somehow Scratch goes down in the middle of the Uber. This is a complete catastrophe. GlobalClan has to run. Soldier Kobe, Soapy Meister bombing into lower, finds Hannah with the spoon. That's going in the frag video for Soapy, that's for sure. And it appears I'm solo casting now, unless...
Oh, that's my bad. My mic was muted because I was coughing. I was just agreeing with everything you said. That was super unfortunate for GlobalClan. They maybe could have gotten Logan if they didn't drop Scratch there, but unfortunately for them, that does happen. And now they're going to be back on their last bot mode, still up on Sniper. We got Yum Yum up on the Heavy to try and defend things. It is going to be Uber advantage for Leica G6. Not necessarily ideal to have a Sniper up in these scenarios, but if anyone can make it work, it is going to be bot mode. As the Uber does come in, Logan jumps in super deep. Hannah's completely caught out, and that is going to be a dead medic for GlobalClan. They haven't found anyone just quite yet, so they say that Quacks does go down. Scratch lower is going to get shot down. Yum Yum up on Sniper. He does counter snipe bot mode, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to really defend things for the team. Grape Juice down. There's only going to be one left alive. It is going to be Yum Yum, and he falls. Paniferous, the only remaining GlobalClan member, and that is going to be a third round for Leica G6.
Yeah. You know, GlobalClan, they put G6 back on their last at least twice, maybe 3 times. They've had chances to win rounds. They just haven't closed them out. TC Mono, who are we watching this mid?
Ooh, I am going to be watching the soldiers from GlobalClan, because last time they kind of went very aggressive and helped out by their demo. They were able to get the early pick onto Lolguy. And, oh, he is going to go in super deep. Can he get the kill? They do collapse in. They get the demo instead of the medic, switching up their focus fire. They do get one for their troubles, but unfortunately for them, everyone else falls on GlobalClan. Really great stuff by the soldiers. Soapy going in super deep there. There is going to be one GlobalClan member left alive. It is going to be Yum Yum, still lurking around in Saw. They do know about his whereabouts. He's in a 1v1 with Kobe for the time being, but I think that 1v1 is going to quickly become a 1v2 as bot mode comes back to help. Now Yum Yum, he's actually making his way forward. He hasn't been killed just quite yet, so at best he can maybe make it out to his team. At worst, he dies a very, very late death, and he's not going to be there to fight. Yum Yum in a 1v1 right now with bot mode. Oh, he does win that 1v1, and he's still staying alive. There's rockets haven't connected, and this is actually the best case scenario for them right now, because it does put a little bit of doubt into Leica G6. Sure, they can still take this Uber, but they are going to be a man down for the meantime.
Yeah, I just noticed Paniferous is on the, what's this called? The bowling ball gun, it was called in a cast once. The loose cannon, that's what this weapon is. Trying to shoot this person off the point as the back cap comes in. Caps get down. I think the back cap has been stopped. Heavy out. Lolguy down to the minigun by Scratch. And now we see this just DM fight happening here. One soldier stuck behind the truck. Maybe gonna try to jump in Oh yeah, oh my god. Look at this, bot mode just destroyed everyone, but actually, Quacks held it down.
Wax did hold it down. I do have to say that Scratch, he was so focused on Kobe, who was hiding behind the truck. He was shooting his money gun at it for ages, but because he was so focused at the soldier by truck, he didn't know it was the soldier who bombed in and got onto his medic. Very unfortunate for GlobalClan there, because otherwise that was a very, very well-held, kind of miraculous last hold for them. But they are still going to be on last. An opportunity to do it again. Not as big uber sad as they had last time, but still not an optimal situation for them.
Yeah, not optimal at all. Disad, we see everyone stacked up by Shutter. We all know what that means. We're going to see Law Guy go right through this door, fly into that sentry gun, shoot those stickies. Actually, the sentry gun's on left, so yeah, he's just jumping into the spawn. The gun might caught him a little off guard, but no, Law Guy knows what's happening. He's flashed. Yum Yum down, Scratch down. We're going to see soldiers bombing in, Grape Juice trying to go into spawn, but we see Caps playing the point so smart to pressure that point. Now, double soldier bomb perfectly coordinated onto Paniferous. That demo man has chance against a double soldier bomb. They are down, and that's going to be the 4th round going for G6.
That is going to be the 4th round. We might not hit continuous overtime if it continues at this rate. Unfortunate for GlobalClan, they did get their Uber, but it was just too little too late. No one was close enough to the point, and that just spelled the end of that round. They do have one more, at least one more, in this game before we go on to the next map. An opportunity for GlobalClan to kind of take these moments, these pockets of glory that they've had, and convert it into one round on the board. Whether or not they're going to be able to do so rests maybe on how this mid goes. We do see a very aggressive soldier bomb from Soapy Meister. He goes in very far behind. A few players are going to be chasing him, and they are going to be able to catch him out. Yum Yum getting that pick, so a player advantage for GlobalClan for the moment. Bot mode wants to try and do the same thing. He goes in behind through kitchen, now rubs in. He is going to try and get onto hand. He gets 1 shot, 2 shot. Can he get the 3rd? He does. That is going to be Hannah taken down. No medic right now for GlobalClan. Really great stuff from bot mode. And he is still alive. He gets 1 onto Scratch. He gets 1 onto Paniferous. This man is wreaking havoc right now. No one has turned around to shoot him. Everyone tried to go forward to get onto the medic. Can they, though? And they might be able to, but no. Yum Yum falls. Can the rockets connect? No, they don't. Lol Guy is going to be able to stay alive, but a large part of that is because of bot mode. Our producers are telling us that he killed every single person, and it's not a surprise because no one turned around to shoot the guy behind.
Yeah, I think we just witnessed history. That might be going in one of those famous bot mode frag vids. A 6K on mid. I mean, those were, I wouldn't never say common. They happened more often, you know, like 6-7 years ago, but like a 6K for one scout. I mean, come on, that's probably a first. I don't think that even happened last season in RGO in a cast.
Probably not. I would be surprised if it did, but you know, these things can happen. Question is, can GlobalClan hold this last? That's what they're going to be praying happens, as they are going to try and make their way out of spawns. They're all kind of corralled up in there. Like a G6 didn't really find any frags, but they found a lot of space. Can they make space into frags? I don't think they can. GlobalClan seems like they're munching on like a G6 for the moment. Lol Guy, Logan, and Caps all going to be going down. It's only going to be the 2 soldiers left alive. They're over and lower. They do get 1 frag, but 1 frag for everyone else on your team dying is not worth it. Kobe can't get the final trade, and that is going to be a very, very botched last push for like a G6. Not at all how they wanted that to go.
It is not how they wanted it to go. GlobalClan has been really valiant defenders here. They've really kind of bounced back from these issues they've had, but they haven't managed to cinch out a round, but we could be seeing that here. This format does allow for GC, GlobalClan, to come back from this situation, and we see a sniper in forward spawns. Bot mode scoped up. We've seen bot mode get a drop onto Hannah, get a frag onto Grape Juice. I'm sure other things as well. So these players have to be super, super careful. And it looks like they're going to not push. So they're not. Oh, wait, they're going in now. They're just Ubering in, but the other team got Uber in time. Bot mode took a body shot and is actually still in there. No, he hits Hannah. How? That's the 2nd time. That's crazy.
That is actually wild. Bot mode has been popping off this entire game, and he does it just on 2 mid fights. It seems like Piniferous isn't long for this world, is going to get shot down by bot mode. Bot mode surfing a nice rocket, dodging an air shot as well, a couple of air shots, and he's going to be able to meet back up with his team. He's just leaving that soldier in behind. Grape Juice kind of curling out the early GG. I mean, we've seen some fairly good last holds from GlobalClan before. Can they do it again? No Ubers for either team, but with Scratch going down early, I think this might be the end Delta Market.
Yeah, it is. We see Logan on the point. Actually, look at that scout. Yum Yum did so much damage, and look at that. Penny got bot mode down, and yeah, I mean, they tried. GC put G6 back to their last like 3 or 4 times, but it just wasn't enough. I think G6 really showed tonight why they took a map off of Froyo.
Yeah, I 100% agree. All of them were on all cylinders. Bot mode, especially, popped off on that mid. I mean, there's a lot of other TF2 aside from that one mid and all the headshots that he hit, but boy, was that mid insane. He just went in, he kept on going, and like a G6, like you said, really showing why they are the LAN defenders, the LAN champions, looking to defend their throne in this upcoming RGL season. And just really, really exciting stuff, really exciting gameplay. And, you still got to give shout outs to GlobalClan regardless. They had some actually very good moments, these kind of pockets of glory, but it just for them, they weren't able to build momentum off of it and turn it into a round. Something from like a G6 always stopped them before they were able to do so.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what G6 is so good at. They're so powerful in terms of just capitalizing on mistakes, even when they're at a disadvantage, even when they're like player down, uber disad. If the other team makes a slight mistake, it suddenly just turns around, and that's kind of what we saw every time GlobalClan kind of got the ball rolling. And I believe next map, Gully Wash, if my memory is not failing me, is what I was told.
I don't think your memory is failing you at all. One thing I do want to point out is that bot mode got 5 med picks during that
5.
game, which is a 2 more than any other person in the server. And then unfortunately for Hannah dying around 4 more times, which you see a 5-0, that is to be expected. You expect the losing medic to die a little bit more, so not too surprising there, but just some other stats to throw around. Caps 26 and 11, 320 DPM. Really great stuff from him. Logan as well, not too far behind the powerhouses that you would expect from like a G6. But you also got to give shout outs as well. I think the soldiers on GlobalClan did really, really well, especially on those mids. They were usually able to get at least their mark and maybe a bit more. It's just afterwards, it seemed like their team was quick to fall. So they were doing work. It just seemed like the team wasn't all there with them at some points.
Yeah. Not too much to get from the logs. One other thing, bot mode took so little damage, 173. That's kind of how Flank Scout goes. Just like never getting shot at, K on mid. So bot mode playing that to perfection.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But we are going to be moving on to Gully Wash. Your memory did not deceive you, as Gully Wash, very different, I'd say, from Snakewater. The mids especially, Snakewater, it's got those kind of patented double soldier bomb mids that is really just known for. You just insta aggro in and you say, all right, let's just go and see what happens. Gully Wash, you can do that. You can have those kind of double high soldier mids, but you can also have a little bit more, kind of flank plays. Maybe someone goes in through water or lower, sorry, and wraps around behind and kind of stuff like that. And also it's just a little bit of a slower map, very much more of a projectile favored map. And I am going to be interested to see if maybe this plays into GlobalClan's hands, because I think Grape Juice and Quacks were doing really, really well on Snakewater. Maybe they can translate that into a little bit more success on Gully Wash. I still think like G6 are going to come out as the victors, but I'm hoping to see maybe a round or 2 on the board for GlobalClan before that happens.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think this map is easier to mid to last. And we saw GlobalClan. I didn't actually check the mid. Yeah, GlobalClan won 2 of 3 mids. So 2 of 5 mids, right? So that's pretty impressive. If they keep that up on this map, 2 mid wins, they could probably get a round off one of those. If they dominate the mids, that they could win. But I mean, let's be honest, G6 is still a favorite.
Yeah, G6 is definitely a favorite. They have kind of shown why they are on top for the moment. And it just comes down to all of them. It is going to be interesting to see over the course of a season how they fare against the rest of Invite. And it's also just great that we get to see this in the first place. Shout outs to Fireside for hosting this cup. And if you're wondering what this all is, this is the Fireside tournament where it's going to be classic sixes as you've seen so far, but there is a rule of only one off class allowed on the field at a time, meaning that, if they run sniper, they can't run NG. If they run spy, they can't run pyro. Things like that, which actually has a bit more of an impact here on Gullywash last, because Gullywash is one of those last where it's not too common at all, not uncommon to see an engineer and a pyro. Pyro can be very, very good on Gullywash last. You can deny a doorway extremely well if you know which doorway they're trying to come through. So it's not too, you see a lot of pyro here. So having to make that decision for teams, run a pyro, do you run a sniper, do you run an NG? You can't run both and you can't run all three. Might put them into a little bit of a kind of trickier situations than they might be used to.
Yeah, that definitely is a possibility. You do see NG definitely, I would say, most common. Most teams probably know how to play with just an NG, but as you said, there might be some situations like if the other team's running a sniper, then it starts to get a little uncomfortable. And as we know, bot mode, that guy just doesn't miss. He dropped Hannah. He killed Hannah after an Uber. I mean, I feel like every time that guy spawns on sniper, it's just gonna go well for the team.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He was just hitting so many shots, shot after shot after shot last game. And they were all important shots, too. They wasn't just like, oh, you got a shot onto a standing still soldier who was about to go sack anyways. No, he got shots onto the medic, turning the tides in the favor of his team, which is exactly what you want to see. Your sniper out of the field, and we have to see if maybe they can do something similar. Gullywash, it does have a few angles that you can work. Obviously, when you're looking into Lash, you can go into River, stand on that little awning above the shutter, and try and get some sneaky shots there. But even on the second, you've got that nice big door that you can look through, and even if you're so bold as to run sniper to mid, you just put your sniper over towards big door, and that at least forces someone to go over and deal with them, because otherwise you're just going to let them take shots over the entire midpoint for free. So if they're feeling it, bot mode can definitely make sniper work in quite a few places on this map.
Yeah, there are quite a few places. Even defensively, you can run it on like second point, but I mean, that's been a while since anyone's actually cared to bother doing that, because it's so easy to defend the Gullywash second point. We do see in the pregame Lolguy on sniper. It's kind of a meme to say, look at what people are doing in the pregame. Oh wait, Lolguy's not on sniper; he's on NG. I don't think we're gonna see the Lolguy mini sentry to mid. Probably not going to happen. Although back in the day we did see a couple people do mini sentry to mid. But that's it's content. We'll put it that way. Whenever that happens, what do you think about the cosmetics we have here? What if we do a drip track?
Ooh, well, I'm not Jaman, so I can't claim to be the end all be all on the on drip, but just looking around, I got to say the medics in particular, Lolguy and Hannah, I think have got some of the drippiest logos. Bot mode's sniper loadout is pretty good in my personal opinion. I kind of like that the little beanie he's got going on. Kobe rocking the I'm new to the game, what's up with the gibbous, but yeah, if you know he's not actually new to the game, he's got the little buds in there that shows, and I think it kind of shows I know it is very interesting. I wonder what a TF2 league based on just drip would look like. Just whoever has the best drip just wins the game.
Yeah, that is That would be an interesting thing. I don't think we would be the people to host that. Oh, air shot in the pregame. Put that one in the frag vid. Just remove the HUD. No one will ever know that the game wasn't live.
Of course, no, they won't know at all. But one thing that you guys should know is that you should join Fireside's membership today by typing !subscribe. Subscribers have access to VIP badge on all our Twitch channels, unreleased and uncut content, production guides, and early access to upcoming videos. So definitely take a little look at that if you would like to do so. We greatly appreciate it, and kind of events like this, like the Fireside Cup and other things that we have in the works, would not be possible without your guys' contribution. Also, shout outs to Essentials as well for helping out with the tournament. We're streaming here on essentials.tf, so shout outs to them for everything that they've done so far, as well as Manco. It is really great to see this involvement in the community and just see all of these kind of community events go on, because that's how we keep it going.
Yeah, if you type !Manco and use our affiliate link, you can join in a lot of giveaways Manco does. And as mentioned, they have sponsored this event, and we appreciate that a lot. So be sure to check them out.
Yes, be sure to check them out as well. I think both of these teams have readied up, so we are going to be going live in the second map of GlobalClan versus Leica G6. Leica G6 won at 5-0 on Snakewater. Question is, can GlobalClan respond in any meaningful way? We're going to have to see over here on Gullywash as we continue the Fireside Cup.
Yeah, it is the Fireside Cup. Double high bomb coming in for Kobe 1920, and actually, no, that's Grape Juice. Look at that, Grape Juice down. Caps got that frag, and look at this. Soapy Meister down, Logan down. This mid is pretty even right now, but the G6 players are kind of stuck in Big Door, which is not where you want to be on mid, especially when you're down a player. Who's the scout? Botmode just psychoed into 4 players. What an absolute Chad play, but now Caps has to hold it down on their own because of that.
Yeah, I think botmode was definitely feeling himself after the plays that he made on the first map. I don't blame him, but now it does mean that GlobalClan are going to try and pressure onto second just a little bit. They're all over in Big Door. Seems like they want to try to get someone in through Baby Door, but for the moment, they're just kind of all huddled up there. Now the respawning players from Leica G6 are here, but they're here just a little bit too late. GlobalClan already have a really great presence on second, and Leica G6 have to go all the way back to their last. So for the first round in the second map, GlobalClan put themselves in a really great position to try and convert. They still have to deal with the fact that both teams do have Uber, so their next quest is going to be trying to get out that Uber from Lol Guy, either by killing him or by forcing him.
TC Mono, Kobe 1920 is on the shotgun, the strange shotgun, 142,000 kills as he fights the demo in lobby, trying to get that frag. Got it with the original, but did some damage onto Penny with the shotgun. And now, what is this? The long con, the pocket soldier flank play. We see GlobalClan having some issues on second. I think Kobe's already started to flank. Yeah, he is. He's holding down Choke with so much damage, but the reign of terror is over. And Pyro. We have Pyro to second, and trying to go to mid with bot mode, and we have some fight happening on the flank. Bot mode down. Wait, no. Logan killed Quacks. And yeah.
Quacks went down there to some really great reflecting from bot mode. I kind of said, maybe we'll have some Pyro on Gullywash, but I didn't expect it to go all the way over to second. This is very reminiscent of an old elevator. Exertus Mela was somewhat known for running Pyro on Gullywash and Badlands, using that Scorch Shot, as we are going to see some flare guns go through in this Big Door, and even though it might not do necessarily a whole lot of damage, it is a hell of a lot annoying when your screen is just flickering all around his Quacks. He does try and come in. He tries to go for a sack. He gets some nice rockets off. He does get the force off onto Logai. No one was really watching that choke. Everyone was focused on Big Door as like a G6. They want to try and come in, but they don't really have the space. They're kind of getting bullied out of this choke. The Pyro is trying to do their best to try and reflect things, but the Uber comes out from GlobalClan. I don't know if it's going to get much. We're kind of getting stuffed in this door. That Pyro reflecting them so well. They do have a soldier up in the sky. It is going to be Grape Juice trying to go behind, and he is going to be able to do so. Soapy Meister, another soldier in behind, going to get shot down by Quacks, and that is going to buy enough space for Leica G6 to try and walk in onto mid, but it's not stopping Delta Market. Grape Juice might fall. He does fall, and it seems like things might even out in all of that chaos.
Yeah, this was just a complete disaster, and look at this. WM1 Pyro takes down Peniferous with the assistance of Kobe 1920. Quacks down as well, with Logan finding that with the Iron Bomber. Bot mode, I don't know if it's troll, I don't know if he's just like whatever at this point, but he's on the Pyro class. Yum Yum just jumps into choke. How? Logai down, Yum Yum. Bot mode, you can't put on the autopilot yet. Yum Yum showing a lot of life there.
Yeah, that was crazy from Yum Yum. He was waiting so patiently and dropped down like you said, and he came up clutch. Now it is going to be the opposite of what we saw. It is going to be GlobalClan trying to push their way in through choke. They do have Uber advantage. They're not anywhere near as close as like a G6, where a Logai was only 3% away from having their own Uber. So it is going to be a little bit of time for Leica G6 to try and figure out their defensive here, and for GlobalClan to try and get some type of action plan to figure out, are we going to use Uber in? Are we going to try and take down the Pyro? They should expect that the Pyro is right there by choke, because that is the case. Bot mode is here ready to stuff it. Question is, can he do it?
Yeah, I think the answer's already been given. Uber down to 0%. Bot mode is 260 HP. He is 260 HP. This Uber went nowhere. Grape Juice got air shot. Logan got a frag clip out of that Uber. And now they have Ad. They're jumping in through choke. Logan does not care. He is in G6. Soapy Meister has found the medic for GlobalClan. That is Hannah. Are the GlobalClan players going to sell out and try to do something here? No, they are just going straight to last. Logai is going to retain full Uber advantage and have their first chance of pushing last, I believe.
They are going to have their first opportunity. Yum Yum, however, looking to try and nullify that. He's up on Spy. He goes in. He gets the backstab. He's 2 for 2 right now, killing Logai in these extremely crucial moments, just trying to keep his team in it as much as possible. Logai, his enemy right now isn't GlobalClan. It's Yum Yum. Man has had his number now for this round. Logan is also going to go down as Soapy Meister. He's going to be watching Baby Door like a G6. Going to have to try and defend on second as GlobalClan make their way in through River right now. Bot mode, he's still up on the Pyro. He has not died yet ever since his team pushed out of last, which seemed like so many moments ago, as they are now having to try and get out of second. He's doing a lot of a lot of good work actually, reflecting those rockets, but even while reflecting those rockets, the writing is on the wall. Second is no longer theirs, and now they're going to have to make sure that they can keep a hold onto mid and try and reclaim second as GlobalClan have their own Uber coming in.
Yeah, and we see the Uber coming through Big Door this time, so the choke Pyro deny will not be a factor. We see the rotation come out for all of the G6 players. Every single player lived. I say that's a highly successful defense for G6. They're going to be counter popping again through Big Door. It looks like they're going to use around the corner, and these players for GlobalClan are nowhere to be found. But actually, Grape Juice bombed into Big Door, found a Pyro, and Ball Guy finds a frag with the crossbow. Quacks down as well. It's both soldiers. That's such a disaster for GlobalClan. You can't do anything without soldiers on this map. And your scout as well falls to the Iron Bomber. In wood, there's a fight. Scratch is trying to run away. Got that small pill around the corner, but no one's chasing, so that player is going to be safe for now.
They are going to be just barely safe. Luckily for GlobalClan, they got their respawners just about quick enough. Like the G6 weren't super quick on the chase, so things are going to even out in the Uber scenario and also in the player scenario, but still in the favor of like a G6. They still have bot mode up on the Pyro. That does mean that he's going to have to go all the way back and backspawn if he wants to try and come up on a different offclass. Or maybe we are going to see the extremely rare Pyro sack, which I don't think we've seen since Mela ran it on this map in Badlands so many moons ago. Still, until then, like the G6, got to figure out how they want to try and pressure this They do have maybe the opportunity to get the pyro in through river, try and air blast people off the point as they come up onto it. But Soapy Meister instead is going to be the one to fall, and that is going to send Leica G6 back into lobby to try and defend this in case anyone on. Oh, we do have a pyro 1v1 actually a little bit, Delta, in lobby, but I don't think anyone is going to fall to that.
Yeah, Kobe 1920 on the shotgun has found one frag onto Quacks. That is, but look at that. The Luger morph by Scratch finds that frag onto, so that's a traded out frag. Nothing too important there. We do see a lot of pressure still happening. The Pyro in lobby taking a 2v1. Pyro v Scout and Pyro is a very interesting matchup you only usually see in the Highlander scene. So if that's your thing, I'm sure you're having a great time right now. And I'm pretty surprised Penny's actually playing Pyro. I would think NG would probably be a little more normal, perhaps. Maybe they're just, wait. Yeah, that's Yum Yum on Pyro. So no NG, kind of interesting. And there is a player in water, TC Mono.
Oh, there is indeed a player in wonder. It is going to be the Scout, but unfortunately for them, Caps does get found out, but they might still win this 1v1 in water. They do. That's going to be a 2-player advantage for Leica G6. Caps staying alive there. Crucially, that means that there's going to be no soldiers up for GlobalClan. That's so much less projectile spam that Leica G6 have to work with. They can maybe send in a soldier, maybe try and get a few people onto the point if they want to. They are going to get one. It is going to be the Scout again. Caps, he got so much cap time. Scratch is going to win that one. Very crucial for him, but you can already see bot mode. He's walking in to water, maybe to try and air blast some people off the point, get some cap time onto it, but with Soapy Monster going down again, he thinks better of that and is now going to back up. Opportunity for GlobalClan to maybe try and send someone in, and they do. There is going to be a sneaky soldier in behind, and he might try and go for a wraparound play here, Delta.
They are going for the wraparound play. We see Quacks and Scratch both down. Law Guy has the Uber out. Grape Juice down, trying to take it in through Shutter, but somehow 1920 doesn't care. He's just walking straight in. It's a MGE up to him, apparently. There's so much damage done by this soldier as nothing ended up happening. Maybe bot mode continuing the pressure. It seems like they're trying to get a force. G6 is trying to force the other team's Uber. They find a frag onto Scratch, and so they're getting closer to their goal. Kobe 1920 fulfilling the role of the 2012 soldier, perma shotgun, just spamming it into the other team's Uber. And look at this, it's working. Yum Yum down, Grape Juice down, bot mode finding it with the flamethrower, point pressure coming in. I think this is all she wrote for this point.
I think it is, and bot mode is doing a lot of work, and there might be a little bit of hope left. It's going to be a demo versus a demo, but one demo has heals with them. It's going to be a very hard-fought win for Peniferous, and they're not going to be able to clutch it out, and that is going to be the first round for Leica G6. It should be noted that they had bot mode on the entirety of when they pushed out of last to when they eventually capped up last. They run that round with a pyro, and I don't know if that's going to be a morale kind of a deficit there, a little morale hit for GlobalClan.
Yeah, we see Soapy Meister on point. The double high bomb has come in from GlobalClan. I'm keeping an eye on that as it looks like they do find Law Guy. Look at that excellent frag coming out. Hannah is still safe right now, but actually Scout's getting in. Kobe 1920 getting in just as I say that. And I think GlobalClan just got obliterated by a submarine mid and a delayed bomb in through from behind the elbow. They went through the other team's elbow, which is usually where the medic rolls out.
That is indeed usually where the medic rolls out, and you know, good stuff from GlobalClan. They got onto the medic, but also really great stuff from Leica G6 to respond in turn and get Hannah almost immediately. But it seems like we do have a Crits Creek out on the field. It is going to be Leica G6 rocking that, and I don't know if they know. They might have spotted the beam from Leica G6, but if they haven't, they might be in for a rude surprise. Crits builds faster. As you can see, Logai almost has 100%. Hannah doesn't even have 50%. Quacks is in behind, might have an opportunity to kill this crit before it happens. They do use, I don't think it's going to get anything anyways. Actually does get one onto Yum Yum. Caps finds one in lower onto Quacks from behind, as it is going to be a demo 1v1. Peniferous finally winning that one in response from last round, and Logan is going to go down. Now this is going to be a little bit of a dangerous scenario for Leica G6. They are going to have to back up as GlobalClan start to make their way in onto their own second. They do still have their full Uber. Hannah doesn't have just quite yet, but they are going to have so imminently. And this is going to be a great opportunity for GlobalClan to try and get back into this round and maybe even the game.
They are trying to get back into the game. Piniferous going in through choke along with Scratch. Actually, Scratch led this one and the Soldier. It's a kind of a three-person Uber here, but G6, they don't care. They're just out. I feel like GlobalClan hasn't been being able to find frags on this Uber. G6 has been so passive, but GlobalClan has just been insta-popping anyways. Soapymeister did fall to, I believe, Yum Yum on the flank, and so now we see some pressure happening as G6 is trying to get in through choke. They're pressuring Big Door as well. Maybe they're just trying to get in before they get Uber, take it into a situation where they don't have to use, but they have been pushed back. GlobalClan setting up with one soldier on the window and setting up with another soldier in choke, and it's actually a drop down Uber. Look at this, going straight in. Kobe 1920 down. Chaos on the backlines as I believe that's Quacks gets cleaned up. There is a back cap as well, so the fighting just never ends. Two people back. Piniferous down on the other side of things. Logan finding absolutely everything apparently, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for this one.
Is indeed going to be all she wrote. Little guy went down very, very weak there. They were super close to getting them, but fortunately for Leica G6, Little guy stays alive. They're going to be able to capture a mid, probably going to be able to capture up second as well. Good stuff for GlobalClan though. They did keep Hannah alive, which means that they are going to have their own Uber. Looks like they want to try and take it in through Shutter. Soapymeister tries to get the drop. Hannah doesn't use at 20 hit points. That is an insane milk from Hannah right there. That could have been the round if Hannah dies there, but instead they keep a hold onto the Uber. They have been slowed down massively, however, because of that, even though they didn't use, and so they're not going to really be able to get out onto second as quick as they maybe would have liked. However, they are going to kill the other soldier in Kobe. Grape Juice, however, responds dying. Yum Yum is in the backlines, killing a respawning Soapymeister. Super unfortunate for him. He's now in a little bit of a 1v1 with bot mode, probably eventually going to lose that as the Ubers do get traded over in, what is this, River right here, and it seems like it might be a little bit better for GlobalClan. They do have the height advantage, but question is, are they going to be able to muscle their way out onto second? I don't think they are, so they're going to have to back up onto last, and I think we're once again in another stalemate here, Delta.
We are in another stalemate. We see the traps going out, and look at that. Scout in water. There's a scout in water. There's probably going to be more point pressure like we saw earlier. Yeah, just straight in. They don't even care. Look at that cap time. GlobalClan, they have to get this under control. Bot mode, but Logan, Log-Eye, what the hell? Yum Yum finding everyone in lobby. It's a disaster. I think that was Medic down. And now with this, we see that the point, yeah, Caps going to the point, gets cleaned up though. I don't know how that happened in lobby, but G6, they got punished for that one.
They did get punished very heavily for that one. Question is, are they going to have their sixth sense on to recognize that bot mode is up on Spy? I don't think he's going to be able to get onto the point in time. Grape Juice is defending it regardless. As like the G6, they try and come in. They're going to be able to get onto Hannah. They get Yum Yum as well. They get 3 for their troubles on second. This might still be good for Leica G6. They might be able to capture up second, and they do. That it might be the saving grace for GlobalClan as everyone else dies trying to get onto the second point. And now is an opportunity for Leica G6 to just try and roll in. There's only going to be 2 people alive. It is going to be a heavy and a medic. Bot mode might try and go for the backstab on to either of them, but he is spotted in secret. That's very unfortunate for bot mode. And now Leica G6 are just going to back up, play the Uber advantage. They can wait for bot mode to get back up and respond, but oh my, we do see a soldier come in. Logai went down so weak, but he doesn't drop. Now finally he is gonna have to use, unfortunately for them, they do drop caps, and that means this Uber is not gonna be nearly as effective as it could have possibly was. Quacks is gonna trade out for Soapymeister in lower, and Logai is stuck in lobby. He's gonna go down. We do see 2 players trying to rush onto the point. They're not gonna find it, as now it's only gonna be a scout left up in last for Leica G6. It was bot mode. He goes down, and that was another really great aggressive play from GlobalClan.
It was another great aggressive play as we see Yum Yum leading it into mid along with Scratch. Soapymeister is there to try to block, but he gets cleaned up instantly. Maybe not expecting this to happen, maybe missing a rocket. Either way, it is what it is. We're going to see bot mode on Sniper and forward spawn. Now, of course, every time a player dies and you push into second, everyone knows there should be a sniper in there, and who is going to spot it? They have to have spotted it, but somehow Pana's just in the sight line. No stickies on the door until now. Somehow Hannah surviving that one. Bot mode maybe missing a shot, but we see Logan just jumping in with the Iron Bomber, manages to get the force off. Hannah on 150 HP did not like the fact that there were 3 people jumping straight at them. That's going to lead to a situation where G6 is now pushing into mid. Somehow Soapy just got on Hannah. This is so chaotic. Penny down as well. G6 is just taking everyone down one at a time. Whew.
They are indeed, and we are going to see another one fall. That was Quacks trying to go in onto Lil Guy, is not going to be able to find the mark, and that's basically a wipe for GlobalClan, and like a G6 now in the driver's seat. But Yum Yum, he's up on Spy. He's trying to, oh my god, he gets on the Lil Guy yet again. Lil Guy had 99%. He couldn't even use if he wanted to. He was maybe holding down that right click, and that is, again, a miracle play from Yum Yum. It seems like every time his team is up against the wall, Yum Yum manages to find some way to get onto Lil Guy, and he's done it 3 times so far. I don't think they've been drops, but they've been basically drops because Lil Guy has basically had 100% Uber ad, and all of those scenarios, and now GlobalClan have an opportunity to try and push out. The question is, are they going to be able to do so? It's not looking too good for them, Delta.
Yeah, it's not. We see Logan just jumping to last. Look at this, sticking himself off on point. That is absolutely hilarious to see. Logan, I like the enthusiasm there, and I think the rest of G6 likes it as well. As everyone's standing on point, that's going to be 2-0 for the side of G6. As you mentioned, it seemed like, I don't want to say like cheesed or gimmick, but GlobalClan seemed to just be getting on Ball Guy in some unimaginable way and kept staying in the game. So if G6 kind of tightens that up, I don't think GlobalClan's going to stand much of a chance here.
Definitely. It just seems like these kind of Hail Mary plays from GlobalClan have been making it as close as it is, but on these mid-fights, it's definitely been going like a G6's way, as we do see 2 immediately dying on GlobalClan. Both Grape Juice and Peniferous are going to be taken down. Logan, however, does, die as well, and that is going to be, oh my god, nice rockets from Kobe onto Hannah through choking. That is definitely going to be now a 1 mid. Oh my god, another Kobe onto Scratch, trying to get onto Lil Guy. He says, no, I'm not going to let my medic die again. And that is going to be a 1 mid and a 1 second for like a G6.
That is exactly what it is. Kobe 1920 down to Grape Juice, the GlobalClan roamer finding that frag. And now we're going to see the Uber ad down a player. It's the classic situation. Do you want to go before the other team sets up, even though you're down 1, or do you want to wait for your roamer to show up, or your pocket soldier, actually, I should say? And it looks like G6 is going to wait for them to spawn, but go immediately. They are posted up like they're trying to Uber, but somehow that was a little discoordinated there. They do get the pop off in the end. Pyro's doing a great job stuffing this Uber and River. That is Yum Yum finally going down, and it looks like Soapy has gone down. There's players in water. I think GlobalClan G6 is trying to play the water, but they have now left. And that soldier, Kobe 1920, is still there. No one's seen him. Finally, Peniferous turns around. They see the roamer there. The pocket, that is. For some reason, Kobe is the one who keeps going in water.
Yeah, he is going in water, and he is trying to go for those kind of very cheeky behind plays. Sometimes they work. At that time, it didn't. But we are going to see, once again, GlobalClan not having a lot of success, pushing out onto second, and they're going to be down, knocked down to 2. It's only going to be Peniferous and Hannah. They're not even connected at the moment. Peniferous is going to have to try and hold last, all on his lonesome. Hannah makes a desperate play for the point. Can Peniferous do it? Scratch comes in to help their demo man, and they might just buy enough time for the rest of the respawns from GlobalClan to get here, and I think they are going to be able to do so as the respawns from GlobalClan coming. A nice shot from Quack onto Lil Guy, and that is going to be another miraculously held last for GlobalClan, and that was beef from Witness Gaming. Like a G6. They definitely should have won that one, but just really great plays from Peniferous to delay long enough for Scratch and then the rest of the respawners, and that is a hopefully a momentum boost, a mental boost as well for GlobalClan, but they desperately need it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need, and we're going to see this pressure through choke. How does Caps get in through choke? How does Batmode get on Hannah? That is absolutely insane. Kobe 1920 got in through the other side. We see the submarine fight happening. These soldiers are on the low ground. Air shot, mini air shot. Soapy Meister taunting, bringing the taunt out. What a play. And G6 apparently showing you don't need Uber, you don't need advantage to push into Gully Wash middle.
You do not need that if you can hit your shots and work together as a team, which they've been able to do so fairly well. Seems like the team types have basically all favored them. Yum Yum is in behind and just kind of being a nuisance right now. Now in a 2v1 against Caps and bot mode. Not going to win that at all. He's going to fall, and he's going to be a very late death as like a G6 want to try and walk in onto last and make this a 3-0.
That is exactly what they're doing. We see Quacks in secret. Quacks is hiding in secret, maybe going for the long pond play. The roamer has been found. Grape juice, scratch has been found. Bot mode traded out by Quacks as we see this player on the rim. That is Kobe 1920. Actually, that was Soapy Meister, but look at that. 3-0 for the side of G6.
Is going to be a 3-0 for like a G6. It's been a lot closer than it was on Snakewater, but it just does seem to be the same thing. GlobalClan have these moments, these pockets of glory, but they're not able to extend them and turn them into a full round. We're going to see if maybe they can switch up the mids and have one that finally goes their way. Hannah taking a little bit of damage, walking out through Big Door, a little bit late to the party there, as we are going to see Quacks bombing behind. He's going to be able to kill the scout that was chasing him there. Lol guy is going to be the medic to die this time on mid, as now the question is, can they keep Hannah up and alive? Can they keep her up so they can continue on with Uber advantage? Soapy Meister is in behind. They do know where he is, and it seems like GlobalClan have just decided to make the call, head all the way back to last, where they can meet up with their respawners and then take back the ground they lost with this Uber advantage that they have, because Hannah stayed alive on mid.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Hannah did stay alive on mid, but G6, they want to get this early information. They're spotting, they're trying to look what's happening, and they have figured it out. They do see the medic. They probably know they're heading towards choke. They have people spotting in the big door area a bit. Look at this great hold by G6. Double soldier choke, really textbook play. One leaves big door, one leaves choke. That's how it's done. Worst case scenario, one soldier goes down, you retain Uber advantage, and look at G6, they're so close to choke, they know they want to take this the moment they get Uber. That's how they're playing. Caps already poking and prodding, spotting, trying to see where the other team is, and they have Uber now. Caps, again, I think they're going to try to get in without using maybe. That's kind of what Caps is trying to do here, running it straight through, but the other soldier has shown up. That is going to be Quacks, who does get punished for that, but you know, they got the force off. They did their job.
Yeah, they did do their job, and good stuff that they did, because otherwise you can already assume that like the G6 would have tried to have take that the distance, but because they did have to use and choke there, and they didn't get anyone aside from Quacks who got the force, they are stuck on middle. They're probably not too upset by that, considering that they are up 3 rounds in this second map here. They won the first map 5-0. They might be able to do it again if they get at least one more round before we head into continuous overtime. Otherwise, it's going to be a 4-0, but GlobalClan trying to make sure that doesn't happen, using Uber onto mid, but they don't find anyone with this Uber at all, and it's kind of been a trend from them. They've been so happy to just use Uber onto mid, but I don't think there's been really any time that they've gotten anyone with it compared to like G6, and they move onto mid, but Logan is going to be the one who falls here. They do get Hannah, but it seems like they're going to get more than they lose, as they are going to lose. They're going to get a few more on GlobalClan. It's only going to be Yum Yum and Peniferous left alive. Peniferous with some nice lock and load pipes all the way from downtown, but even with that kill onto Kobe, it's still going to be a very good position for like a G6.
Yeah, G6, so smart. They saw the cap time was more than ×4 at points, so they knew there were a lot of players that might be caught, so they popped right around that corner. Logan went into that choke side, and as you mentioned, he did go down, but G6 is so good at committing, and they knew the other team was caught, which is why that Uber went so well. So now Lolguy with the 30% Uber advantage, maybe closer to 25. They might think it's bigger, so they're probably going to go off of it. Hannah might get Uber in time. Now it's somehow turned into a 40% ad. Let's see what happens. It looks like Lolguy might not want to go on this, or they're, nope, they rotated through Launchpad, goes straight through Caps, finds Grape Juice down. Pyro doing their job to reflect the Uber, but it's going to be Hannah who, as I said, does manage to get Uber in time. Heavy is out, and look at this point time. Kobe 1920 just standing on the point. Like we've seen Kobe, the pocket soldier, play point kind of this whole time. Pretty interesting, and look at this, finds so much damage with those spam rockets. that's going to be the fourth round for G6.
And we do have another 5-0 potentially on our hands. If like a G6 can keep up their current form, they will be able to have won both maps in fairly dominating 5-0 fashion. Question is, can GlobalClan kind of figure out what's been going wrong? And I think when you look at it, it really has been starting with these mids. Last time they improved it by keeping Hannah alive, but they weren't able to convert that into any ground gained. Just winning mid outright in their favor would definitely be the best case scenario for them. And getting an early pick onto Kobe might be the way they do that. Soapy Meister still on the low ground right now. Might get caught out from Grape Juice. Is going to fall, but not before getting the trade out onto Grape Juice. And that is going to be 3 players down on like a G6, by far the best mid that GlobalClan have had in this second map, and an opportunity for them to trade and maybe muscle their way in on the second.
They are doing that. They are through big door already. Medic got trapped out with Demo. Actually, where was Hannah during all of this? It looks like they went choke. That was kind of interesting. And they are actually going through big door. It was a little weird because somehow, oh my god, they dropped, and well, Hannah dropped. I think we kind of all know what happened from there. That is the TF2 Classic, I have to say.
That is indeed the TF2 Classic. You just insta change the server before the STV can catch up, because, you know, if this is your first STV kind of cast watch along with us here, then you should know that STV is 90 seconds delayed. What we are seeing already happened a minute 30 in the future. So it's assumed that within the next 90 seconds, we would have seen Leica G6 win against GlobalClan, unless for some reason they had to just immediately exec the server, which I highly doubt, as we can look at the logs, and it seems like, oh, actually, it seems like they ran out of time. Seems like they didn't have the right config enabled, and because it says on the logs for me, it says on the logs that it was a 4-0. So it turns out it wasn't necessarily the TF2 Classic that we have exactly come to know. It is going to be still a game on our hands. I'm not incorrect, which I don't think I am by judging from the logs, as a yeah, so I guess even though with that drop from Hannah, as unfortunate as it was, GlobalClan were able to defend just long enough that the time expired before Leica G6 could make their way over towards their last, and we might have maybe a continuous overtime on our hands, as no team has technically officially won just quite yet.
Yeah, you know, as I said, the TF2 Classic is something like this happening. It doesn't even have to be the Rage server change we've come to know and love. It's just something has to go wrong. Otherwise, it wouldn't be this game we all sit down to watch. As you mentioned, I believe in the pregame, you were saying demos matter on this map. And what do you see on the logs? What do you see about Logan? 387. Do you think that means demos matter?
Oh, no, demos do not matter. You can just take them out. It won't change the game. No, Logan showing just exactly how much demos matter. The man is a machine. I don't know if we have the logs up for y'all right now, but he's basically got 400 damage a minute, which is ridiculous. 28 and 12. He's just pumping out damage, and he's getting kills too. It's not like he's just leaving weak players for his team to clean up. No, he's doing the damage and he's cleaning them up. Insane stuff from Logan. Kobe as well, having a really great game. 28 and 16. A little bit lower in the DPM, but you know, he's only got 4 projectiles. Logan has 12 to his name, but also shout outs to Kobe for rocking the shotgun. Got 2 kills with it. You don't see it too much these days, so you always got to appreciate it when someone decides to use it.
Yeah, as you said, we are going to be really, I did like seeing the shotgun play. You know, it's funny, Soldier has 10 shots with the shotgun, right? 4 plus 6, that's 10. I can do math. But Demo, we always used to say has 12 projectiles, but you know, they kind of always run the lock and load now. So do they really have 12 anymore, or is it 11?
Ooh, that's true. I mean, you're 100% right with that. Actually, well, Logan does have 12 because he was not using the lock and load. I'm checking the little
Yeah, they were
logs
unlock.
there.
Or they were,
Yeah.
sorry, they were an Iron Bomber.
Yeah, but their counterpart, Paniferous, did only have 11, but seems like they switched in and out of a Iron Bomber in Lock and Load as it came to them. Apparently, they also were on Loose Cannon for a short time. We saw a little bit of it on Snake Water, so very exciting to see kind of all of the Demo Man primaries come out to play here so far. And for the moment, I believe the teams are just trying to negotiate how they want to set up this golden cap because, uh, assumedly, like a G6 had the momentum on their side. They had Uber ad from what we saw. Obviously, we don't know what happened in the 90 seconds that we didn't see, but judging by where we were, like a G6 did have Uber ad. Maybe they had control of mid. Maybe they had control of the enemy team second. So debating that, trying to decide how they want to get this next round going is going to be what they're debating. The team leaders are going to debate that and figure out what the plan of action is. If you are GlobalClan, obviously you're going to just say, hey, let's take the round from the top. Why not? Because that gives you the best chance of maybe getting things back in. But for like a G6, you're just going to be like, take us back to where we were. We were about to win anyways, type of deal. So we're just going to have to see how things play out for the moment. We're just going to wait for GlobalClan to get all of their players back in the server, maybe use this as an impromptu little bathroom break, a little tack pause to figure out maybe what was going wrong, how they can fix the mids, and maybe start to try and get back into this game. Get at least a round on the board because they have not managed to do that tonight, Delta.
Yep, that is exactly what you said. And are you looking to cash out your TF2 backpack for money? Use manco.store, a marketplace for TF2 items that allows you to easily sell your items for very low fees. Join many others and sell your items today by typing !Manco store and use our affiliate link. As TC Mano was saying, we have a golden cap situation. Neither of these teams are out. This game does matter. This round matters. We got GlobalClan versus G6. It's Gully Watch, so you always got to stay tuned. There's a chance of a 6-person air shot happening on mid where everyone just jumps across, so you can always hold out for that.
Yeah, you definitely can. Maybe Hannah might get another coveted med kill. We saw 2 on Snakewater. I don't know if we've seen one just quite yet. I think we have seen a few well-connected arrows, but none of them resulting in a frag. I could be wrong. Actually, you know what? I will check the logs. And yeah, Low Guy did get one. I don't remember which, so maybe trying to come in for Hannah's 2 kills on Snakewater, and he's going to have an opportunity to do so on this golden cap, as it seems like we are going to be going live. This is still Like a G6 versus GlobalClan. Like a G6 are up 4 rounds in the second map, and I don't know exactly. Looks like they are going to be just setting on last. It's going to be even Ubers for the side of GlobalClan. Yum deciding, does he want to be on Pyro? Does he want to be on Engineer? Deciding on the Pyro, and Like a G6 are going to be slowly making their way over towards GlobalClan's last. This is what they've agreed upon because the match was cut short due to not having the correct config. So they are going to now be starting to cap last, and they're going to be starting to build over on GlobalClan to try and make things as equal as it was to when the match got prematurely ended.
Yeah, the match was prematurely ended. We don't know for sure why. We do see the funny moment, G6 Soapy Meister getting info on the other team's off classes, or perhaps, okay, there goes the first flare gun kill I've seen since 2012. Actually, what gun is that? The one that explodes. That was the Scorch Shot. Yeah, that thing was released in the Pyrovision update. I still remember when that happened, so it's kind of just like yesterday for me. But we see GlobalClan Pyro. Okay, this is just troll happening here. It's a little hard to cast. Yeah. I don't know, man. Wait, sniper bot mode? How did he get united? Okay.
I
Uh,
don't know. Yeah, Yum Yum dies in wood to a sniper on Pyro. Not necessarily what you'd expect, but we are going to maybe see the Uber come out from like a G6 to try and close it out. The counter Uber is used from GlobalClan. Unfortunately for like a G6, they don't really find any pick. Soapy Meister is going to be the only person to die in that entire exchange. Bot mode still up on sniper, so maybe getting hit and headshot onto someone trying to overextend from global. It doesn't seem like they're willing to do so. They're happy just to stay on last for the meantime. They do have a spy on the field. It is going to be Yum Yum. The one saving grace for Global Clan in this series, especially the second map, has been Yum Yum. He's gotten 3 very crucial picks on to Lol Guy. They haven't been dropped, but they might have well been. Question is, can he do the same thing? Lol Guy at 75%. Can Yum Yum make it 4 for 4?
yeah, I think he's going to actually wait. He's on mid. Yum Yum's on mid on spy. Interesting. We see bot mode go down. Quacks goes down. I'm being told they know there's a spy. I don't know how, but apparently they do. And water point pressure, good point time, and we see local Logan's putting sticks on point. As Soapy Meister jumped into water, so we're gonna see another soldier DM fight happening while Yum Yum somehow got Logan on the other side. It's absolute chaos over here in the day 2 Fireside Cup. It's complete chaos. Scratch kills Kobe 1920, and I believe G6 is gonna have to take some sort of fight here on second.
Yeah, they probably are going to have to. Luckily for them, Logan is here to help them in that fight. So if they want to use Uber to defend second, they have a demo man. Oh my god, the soldier trades out with bot mode over there in the sky. You can call it an air shot if you like, even though they were basically in each other's hitboxes. Still an air shot in the logs, as Global Clan not having to use their own Uber. They're going to be able to hold it on to second. Kobe is going to be the one on sniper. We've been seeing bot mode, we've been seeing Yum Yum, but Kobe is going to be the one to don the Australian man, and he's going to be looking over towards Show. Can he get the headshot? Hannah does recognize it, but no! Kobe is still going to get the body shot, and that is going to be a downed medic. A great body shot from Kobe, taking the game into his own hands, and now this is going to be Uber ad for like a G6.
Scratch got it.
The low guy still dies.
Yeah, Scratch just psychoed in through Banana, got on to Law Guy. Everyone went forward for the side of Global Clan, and Scratch, they got their man. But guess what? It's going to be G6 holding second, and it's going to be Uber ad. So I don't believe Global Clan has fully escaped their production. Oh my god, Soapy's just on point. They capped it so quickly. Air shot. It's double air shot. Quacks actually got a technical double air shot there onto Soapy Meister. And Global Clan with 3 frags might just be pushing back right on to second. I am on the cam. Whose cam am I on? I'm at Kobe 1920's cam on sniper. Looks like they're W strafing, but they are going to be scoped up towards the big door. The main door side of things into lobby. They find a scout, have to back up immediately, and it looks like it's going to be a fight through big door. We see the G6 players running straight through big door, shooting stickies onto the point, trying to catch down this scout, as Quacks does find a frag onto Soapy Meister, and this fight is very split up. It's very chaotic right now, but at the end of it, G6 is the ones on high ground. Grape Juice bombing in, hitting Great Rocket. So much damage on that bomb, but I'm not sure it's going to be followed up on. The Global Clan players are desperately trying to block this cap, but look at this. Paniferous just gets absolutely destroyed by caps. Bot mode as well, getting Ubered, running straight into the side of Yum Yum, trying to win this fight. And it's actually going to be Yum Yum who picks up caps. That's crazy, but bot mode finds 2 and Hannah as well. Kobe 19 coming in, closing out that frag onto Scratch. I think this is going to be a successful one. Kobe 1920 finds Grape Juice there. Everyone's flooding in, and that is going to be the game conclusion. 2 5-0s for G6. They are definitely in top form.
They are in top 4, and it took maybe a little bit of time. There were some really great last holds from Global Clan to extend it out. Some great plays from Yum Yum to really kind of slow things down for like a G6. But at the end of the day, the favorites, the expected winners did win like a G6, walking away with it, taking it 5-0 in both on Snakewater and on Gully Wash, and they have now set themselves up in the lead in this group stage. This is what they're playing for right now. This is the group stages of the Fireside tournament. If you're wondering if there was a map 3, there's not. They're only going to be playing 2 maps tonight, 2 maps tomorrow night, and then 2 maps on Thursday night. And then next week, we are going to have the playoffs where they're going to be competing for 600 big ones. So there is something on the line here aside from the ever important bragging rights. And so it's going to be exciting to see how it all plays out for everything. And I don't know if you want to look at the specific 1 round logs there, but not too much to go on. Once again, really great damage coming out from Caps and bot mode, just popping off throughout that whole single round. But one person I do want to shout out is Yum Yum. He had 5 med picks in that game, and he was doing his best to keep his team in it.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yum Yum, both games just trying to keep their team in it, but it's just not enough. I mean, G6, they can do their own little plays like that. You know, we saw bot mode just go to sniper, and it's like they don't even have to try the spy. It's just sniper. That's all they need. And oh yeah, they did run pyro earlier too. Perhaps a bit of trolling there, but you know, when your bot mode, apparently any class you play is sufficient.
That's true. He's a man of many classes. He's played demo, soldier, and scout, and now pyro, all at an invite level. Add sniper to that list, and I'm sure I've seen bot mode spy before. I think the one thing I haven't really seen is bot mode heavy. So hopefully maybe in the next games we can see some of that. Regardless, like a G6 are going to be the victors of tonight. They're still not done with it just quite yet. We got 2 more days of the Fireside group stages before we head in to the playoffs. Where they're going to be competing for the aforementioned 600 big ones. But that is going to be it for us here tonight. Delta Market, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, shout out to Antlers for running production. This up has had, as you know, we are streaming on 2 different streams. We got Essentials here and Fireside. So shout out to the production people for working all that out.
Yes, I'm gonna have to mirror your shout out. Shout out to Antlers as well for getting everything coordinated, everything. Shout outs to the guys at Fireside for putting this on in the first place, doing all the hard work to make sure it goes as smoothly as it has so far. Shout outs to you, Delta Market. It's always great to cast with you, and shout outs to all you guys for watching and engaging with the community. But that is going to be it for us here tonight. This has been the Fireside Cup group stages like a G6 versus GlobalClan. We'll be back tomorrow with some more of the Fireside Tournament group stages actions. And then next week, we got the playoffs coming out for you. A lot of TF2 on the way, so don't miss out. We'll be back here tomorrow night. So until then, have a good night.